Hello, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video with me, Elven Dragon, here on Shamblecraft. So we have been quite busy around here, expanding our villager trading hall, and we now have a couple really good traders around here. First off, we have this guy here who's got Silk Touch for 5, and we also managed to get this trader here, which has Mending for 10 emeralds, which is amazing. But today we are going to be working on expanding a few of our farms, and that is going to start with a rather interesting melon and pumpkin farm. Now, Vin and I were playing around with a concept that we have a small scale of upstairs. Oh, hey, Space finished the tree. Anyway, the concept that we were playing with is this. Basically, when a melon or pumpkin will grow, these will be pistons, not logs. I just grabbed those. Anyway. When a melon and pumpkin grow, the stem will change, and it'll detect it, and we'll get a note to play. So we're going to have a very, very musical melon and pumpkin farm. Alright, so we have this small space down here marked out for a melon and pumpkin farm. I've been digging away a little bit down here, and this is as good of a use as any for this whole space. So we're going to do this as 11 by 11. It's going to be interesting to figure out how I'm doing the water for this, since we can't just have water all the way around the edge of this farm. Otherwise there will be spurts in the middle that won't get hydrated. But my job is basically just to build the farm. Vin is going to go and do all the note blocks, because that is Vin's specialty. And it should be interesting to hear all the different chords that are going to get played every time this thing fires.
Oh dear.
So I'm gonna go dig this out, and then I will be right back. Alright, so I may have gotten a little carried away on stream, and we now pretty much have the entire farm in. We just need to get these pistons in. This may be a bit of an issue, although I wonder, if I go grab a trap door from upstairs, if I can go and use that to crawl underneath everything, and maybe that will help me put in all the pistons. I certainly hope it does, because if not, this is going to be a lot more painful than it already is. So we need that there, nope, that there. Okay, so now we should be able to place these facing down between the observers. Okay, there we go. That is much easier when we can do this. So I am going to get all of these in, and then I guess I will be right back. Alright, so now with that whole block in, we now just need to put in some solid blocks and all of the redstone dust. Hopefully this should work, because I think it works, but considering all of the differences between Java and Bedrock Redstone, I don't really know. Should probably test this out on a small corner over here first to make sure. So let's hop down inside the farm and break some of the melons and pumpkins that are in there, because quite a few of these have grown in the time it's taken us to build the rest of the farm. And I can see that we have a piston firing there, so it looks like this is fully functional. And the redstone dust is still on top of the piston, which is good. I wasn't sure if it was going to get knocked off or not, because I know that's one of the weird parity differences between the two versions. Now, part of the reason that we are using clay on here is because on top of those clay blocks, we are going to put some note blocks that Vin is going to be able to go and tune later. We are basically making Vin a very large musical instrument that is going to pretty much constantly be functioning. This is not going to get annoying at all, and it should fit in this space quite well, considering for the most part we have slight little dinging all over the place because of the amethysts. And now with those all set up, all that remains is for me to finish sealing off this farm with the amethyst to match the rest of the base, and probably go and break all of the melons and pumpkins that are in here so as to clear all these out and reset the stems. Pretty sure those shouldn't be staying down like that. Let's check on top here. Okay, the redstone looks fine. Let's replace it. That was weird. Let's try that again with another one, because we do want to get all these cleaned out. And okay, apparently I'm not breaking all the melons and pumpkins in here, because for some reason they aren't retracting the piston sometimes. That's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on there, but it looks like it's gonna fix itself if we leave it. So I guess we're just gonna leave it and let it sort itself out. Kind of strange, but that is this very loud and noisy farm done. And yeah, I guess onwards to the next project. All right, so it has been a little while, and it sounds like Vin has tuned the machine, which is quite nice because the constant... Oh, wait. Signs? Good at signs. Could put a row of diminutive farms here. Crop farms and maybe a concrete converter. I'm not sure what else. But can it be nano farmed? Oh, unless there are already plans for here that I missed. We'll have to work on that. And apparently space now is an AF... Oh, space is crying about Encanto closet. Alright. But things have also changed up here. We now have a kelp farm, which is quite nice. We have a dripstone farm, which is working pretty well. I've put in some nether vine farms, and we have glowberries and cocoa beans, as well as plans to put in a bamboo farm, apparently. But we are going to get out of the base and the flute sounds, which, okay, those do actually sound really nice with the amethyst. But we do kind of need to get out of the constant flute sounds, and we need an actual source of XP, because that skeleton farm down there is not repairing the tools nearly as quickly as I would like. So we are going to work on 2 different farms today. The first is a guardian farm. Now I have no clue how to build one of these on Java. I know that they are significantly different than the ones on Bedrock. So we are going to go enlist some help, and for that we need to build a little friend. Alright, so we are over here at the group area of Fally, Sammy, NJ, and Kalina, and we are going to be working with them because I know Fally knows how to build a guardian farm, and I very much do not. So I think we're going to stick a little friend around here. I'm thinking somewhere along the side of this path in the lake where it's going to be noticed. You know what, this looks like a nice flat space, and we are basically just going to stick a small little friend, and this will just basically be us asking them to work with us on this guardian farm. Should be a nice little thing, and they should also know that it's us, because no one else is going to build something like this. And apparently I forgot the birch sign, which that should also give it away. So I'm going to get this little thing built up here, and then I will be back. And there we go. It should be pretty obvious who this is from. We got coal, we got a high sign, and we have a crab here with a Guardian Farm collab. Prismarine crystal. Ow! Oh, drowned. But that should hopefully be good enough. Hopefully they will see it. I'll let them know that that's there. And now it's time for us to get back to our base to do a farm that's a little bit more immediate. And that project is building up a creeper farm. So I'm thinking we can probably build it out over the ice over there, maybe? Although I'm not quite sure if creepers will spawn on the ice. But it's a nice flat area. There shouldn't be very many spawns with all the water around. And that should work quite nicely. I do have everything I'm going to need in a chest over here. And I think that'll work out quite nicely. But let's take a look and see what we have around here. Pretty much just have a bunch of icebergs. And I have 1 rocket, which is why we need the gunpowder. And yeah, it's pretty much all icebergs out here. Although, ooh, this peninsula here is very flat. It's free of snow. This might work out well. Yeah, I like this spot. Alright, so I'm going to go get a basic setup for this done, and then I will be right back. Alright, so I've got this small little AFK platform here set up. Got holes here to put bubble columns in to go up and down. And I think this doesn't look too bad. The chest is just here for temporary storage. And we also have a water collection system and a drop chute that goes down to here. So now all we need to do is put the actual pieces of the farm in. And what I'm thinking is we're going to have 8 layers that are going to start 2 blocks above this water stream area. And what I think we're gonna do is we are gonna have 5 layers of creeper only. That way we have a decent source of gunpowder, unlike our small little farm, which barely works. And apparently I need to get some sea lanterns or something for around the edge here, just to stop the ice from forming. But we're gonna have 5 layers of creeper only, and we're gonna have another 2 layers, or rather 3 layers, that are just gonna be general mob farm, so we can still get the string, etc. Because we can use string, we can use rotten flesh, and we can use bones. But I do want a fairly decent source of gunpowder. Alright, so I'm gonna get to work on getting these platforms in, and then I will be back. Alright, so a little bit of work later, and can I buy a game? And the entire farm is in. We just have a simple little clock at the top. And apparently I have not fully blocked spider spawns, because you should not be here. Yeah, I completely forgot that spiders need a 2 wide drop chute to go down, so I need to completely block spider spawns from the entire farm. Should be good. We don't really need spiders, because we can uncraft wool to get string, and otherwise this farm works quite well. The only issue is that we need to get the roof on in order to allow this to work all the time. But other than that, it is looking good. As you can see, we've got a little bit of the wall marked out. Still need to gather up a bunch more resources for that. As it's becoming night, hopefully we can actually get something if people don't sleep. But with that, I am going to attempt to AFK over here for a little bit. We still need to get the bubble columns in, but that requires me to figure out where the tunnel to this place is going to be, and I don't really feel like doing that right now. So again, I'm going to AFK here for a little bit, try and repair up some of my tools. My silk touch pick here is not looking the best, which is partially why I built this farm in the first place. So I'm going to go take care of that, and then I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so this mob farm does not work very well during the day for what should be obvious reasons if I fly up here. Yeah. I still have not gotten all of the glass in, and clearly Vin's been up here to put high signs. But as you can see, there is still quite a bit of light on all of these lower platforms, so we are going to need to get a roof in. And we might as well also get a building around it as well. So I've gone and got a bunch of purple concrete powder and blue terracotta, because, well, the one is purple and the other one is purple concrete. So we're basically just going to alternate these all around the building. And then we're going to have a small kind of domed roof on top. That is, I think, going to be purple. So I'm going to go get the walls at least in, and then I will be right back. Alright, and there we go. We have not quite the entire building in, but most of it. And this is a lot of terracotta and concrete powder. Now, we don't have a proper roof on, but we do have a slab roof here over the farm, which is just fine for making it dark enough to allow spawns to happen during the day. And we'll probably do something up here. I haven't quite decided what. And if we drop down below, we have a door inside here installed, because I still haven't gotten the tunnels in. But coming up here, we should have quite a few things that have spawned while we've been in the area. It works quite well. And as you can see, yeah, that is quite a bit more creepers than we ever got from the other farm. That's 13 gunpowder right there. And we have gotten quite a bit of stuff from this farm, and I am quite happy with it. All of the gunpowder we've gotten will be very nice for getting more rockets, because that's already 9 more stacks right there. And we basically just have to stand here and wait for more creepers to spawn. And also make sure the farm is on. I definitely have not stood here for a while before with the farm off. So I'm going to AFK here for a little bit. Maybe get some of the bubble columns in. But for now, that is going to be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.